Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about the proportion and the properties of proportion. What is proportion? Actually we say if the ratios of two different quantities are same or equal, then we say the quantities are in proportion. For example, suppose we say that 2 kilogram of rice costs rupees 80 and 3 kilogram of rice costs rupees 120. Then we know the ratio here is 2:3, and here also we find it is 80:120, or in the simplest form of this also will be 2:3. So we can say that the weight of rice and their price are in proportion to each other. If we have any of the four numbers A, B, C and D, they are such that we are finding A is to B is equal to C is to D. We represent this in proportion like A is to B is same as C is to D. These two, the outer terms A and D, are known as the extremes. And the two which are in between, they are known as the means. But according to terms, this is known as the first term of the proportion, this is second term, this is third term, and this is the fourth term. It means the first and the fourth terms are the extremes, and the second and the third terms are means. Can we write it like this, that A upon B is equal to C upon D? It means if we cross multiply them, we can write A into D is equal to B into C or not. It means product of extremes is same as the product of means. This is known as the cross product rule. That is, that the product of extremes is equal to product of means. Now, what is continued proportion? If we have any three numbers A, B, C are such that A is to B same as B is to C, then these numbers, then A, B, C are in continued proportion. And then we say that B is the mean. B is the mean proportion of A and C. Then what we find? We find that A upon B is equal to B upon C. If we cross multiply them, do we find B square is equal to AC? Or we can say B is equal to root of AC. In case we want to find out the mean proportion of any two numbers A and C, that is equal to root of A into C. Here we have to remember one more thing, that if A, B, C are in continued proportion, A is the first proportion, B is the second proportion, and C is the third proportion. Now in case we have, if there are more than three numbers, that is like A, B, C, D, E, etc. And we find that A is to B is equal to B is to C is equal to C is to D is equal to D is to E, etc. Then we say the numbers are in continued proportion. So in case we have three numbers in continued proportion, like ABC, then B square is equal to AC. But if we have more than 3 and we find that the continued ratios of 2 in pairs are equal, then they are said to be continued proportion. Now we learn about the properties of the proportions. That is, first one is cross product rule. Just now we have discussed it. Like if A is to B is same as C is to D. This implies that A upon B is equal to C upon D. If we apply the cross multiplication, do we find A into D is equal to B into C? Also we said that this gives you product of extremes is equal to product of means. This is known as the cross product rule. Now second is inverted rule. If we have A is to B is same as C is to D, we can write A upon B is equal to C upon D. We know the inverse ratio of this is B upon A and the inverse ratio of this is D upon C. These are also to be equal. This is only known as the invertendo. How to get it? See, from here by cross multiplication we can say A into D is equal to B into C. And here if we write this as C we bring on this side by transposition and A we transpose this side. Do we get here D upon C is equal to B upon A? Or we can say P upon A is equal to D upon C. This is the proof of the invertendo. Now next is alternando. What is the meaning of alternando? Same thing if we have, if A is to B same as C is to D, it means A and B are in proportion to C and D. Then we know that A into D is equal to B into C. If we use the transposition such a way that this A upon C we bring here, this will be B upon D or not. It means what we are finding. If we write this as A upon B is equal to C upon D, do we find that this C and B have interchanged? And like we have the alternate interior angle, the same is these are alternate terms of this. And that's why this rule A upon C is equal to B upon D is known as the alternando. The next property we have is known as componendo. What is this? If we have A is to B is in proportion to C is to D, do we find that A upon B is same as C upon D? If we add 1 on both sides, adding 1 on both sides, do we get here A upon B plus 1 is equal to C upon D plus 1? If we simplify, taking B as LCM on this side, this will be A plus B. And on that side, D is the LCM, this will be C plus D. This is only known as the componendo. It means if A, B and C, D are in proportion, then the sum of the numerator and denominator of the first and the second term divided by the second term is also equal to the sum of the third and the fourth term divided by the fourth term. This we can write as number 1. Now the next property is known as dividendo. What is it? If we have A is to B is same as C is to D, we know that this gives us A upon B is equal to C upon D. If we subtract 1 from both the sides, subtracting 1 from both sides, do we get here A upon B minus 1 is equal to C upon D minus 1? If we take the LCM B on this side, will it be A minus B? And this side, D is the LCM, this will be C minus D. This is known as dividendo. It means the difference of the first and second term divided by the second term is also same as the difference of the third and fourth term divided by the fourth term. This we can write as 2. The next property is componendo and dividendo. What is it? If A is to B same as C is to D, then we already know about the componendo. It is A plus B upon B is same as C plus D upon D. And dividendo says A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. If we divide 1 by 2, divide 1 by 2, what we get? Do we get here A plus B upon B whole upon A minus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D upon C minus D upon D. And we find this B cancels this B, D cancels this D. So we are getting here A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D. It means the ratio of the sum of first and second term to the difference of first and second term is same as the ratio of the sum of the third and fourth term and the difference of the third and fourth term. This is known as componendo and dividendo. Why? Because this is a combination of both componendo and dividendo. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any comments or doubts, leave them in the comment box and I will get back to you.